Travel day.
Travel day. So we are just about ready as we work through our checklist. Generally what we do is close up the bedroom first. The reason we close the bedroom up first is because we use our bed as storage for a lot of kind of bulky or heavy things that won't fit into a cabinet or something like that. As we're full-time, our storage underneath the bed is pretty much always full. The extra shoes and bags and clothes we don't wear a lot and stuff like that. So we usually have our dresser set up with things that we use every day, like, ding ding ding, the Milwaukee fan. Give a quick plug for this. This thing's great. You can actually put your drill battery in there, or you can run it off the 110. So it's great. I use it every night in bed, pointed directly at me, and it's really good to use by a campfire to keep the smoke away from you, or if you're out working on your truck or whatever. So there's my plug for the Milwaukee fan that I love so much. It's big, it's bulky, and it really doesn't fit anywhere very well. So it usually just kind of gets tossed on the bed. Maybe we put a sweatshirt over it just to kind of keep it from sliding around. Real scientific there. Same with our other items. And believe it or not, this tactic works pretty well. Not a lot moves around. Got something really heavy like our Westinghouse electric generator. I don't really want to put that in a cabinet to be sliding forward towards the doors when we're going down the highway. So again, something nice and easy just to put right on the bed.
So I've done my circle of just touching everything. You're coming in behind me. I think we've got another shade that needs to be pulled up over here.
Win this to shade. And that's why for us, it's not just about doing the checklist. It's about checking each other's checklist, because it's really easy just to forget that that window was down. A lot of people leave their windows down while we're traveling. Ours have, if I haven't mentioned it before, you might show this. They got these nice heavy rollers on the bottom that hold the shades down good and keep them from moving around too much when you're sitting still. I worry about that banging against the wall. So at the advice of the dealer that sold us the trailer, we pull all of our shades up. Quick check to make sure everything's done.
Closet looks hooked. I've checked underneath here, make sure nothing is in the way of the slide. I've vacuumed the floor, make sure there's nothing that's going to catch. Yeah. And you've checked the roof, so we're good to go ahead and pull this in and just be done with this piece of it. This
is our only Schwintek slide, and they're very sensitive to battery voltage. So while it's totally acceptable to be unhooked from power, as long as you got a full battery, you're good. But just to be safe, because I did have Schwinn issues on another trailer, I always pull this in before I shut the power off out of the pedestal. The worst thing you could do to these Schwintek slides that'll cause you problems is either running them on low battery voltage or not letting them come all the way in or all the way out. You'll hear a little once they're all the way in or all the way out. I know that sounds goofy, but if you have one of these, you know. When you hear that little after they're all the way in or all the way out, that's the motors resyncing themselves for next time. It's really important that you hold that button until they're all the way in or all the way out and you hear the motors retime themselves. So the next thing I like to do is secure our dehumidifiers. Talk about something big, bulky, and heavy that you really can't do anything with. They've got rollers on them, so you certainly don't want them sliding around while you're going down the road. Humidity is a big factor in an RV, especially if you hang out in the south a lot like we do. Even if you're not in a real high humidity area, in the winter when you're running your furnace and you're cooking a lot on the stove and things like that, the humidity levels get high. So we actually keep 2 dehumidifiers because I overdo everything. But we got to stow them when we travel. So I like to take them and put them right here by the bed. I'll kind of turn it sideways. My thought behind that is you want to tilt it long ways because the truck goes this way, and if we have to slam on our brakes, you want more surface area to keep it from falling completely over. So I bring my other one in. I try hard to get the wheels on top of the power cord, that way if it decides it wants to walk a little bit, it's kind of like setting a brake. So I take a pillow, put it in between the walls so we don't damage the wall. And I put one in front of the bed so we don't damage the bed. And I put one behind here so if it decides to get bouncy, it doesn't beat up the trim. Cool. One last look around to make sure everything's done, and it is. And the bedroom is closed for business.
I'm gonna get to see my cousin, Selena. So excited. Her and her husband ventured off on a food truck here a while back. And I have to assume, with how much demand that they are in and going all the time, it's going to be good. It better be good. Because I'll be honest, Selena, I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to eat it all. I want to try everything, and I'll rate it. I'm going to find you, Selena. I'm going to find you, Selena. We're about to go see Selena and her husband and this new food truck that they have been running. I'm pretty excited. Okay, so we're stuffed. That was good. I told them it tasted like a shoe, so don't tell them, but it was pretty incredible. I had Korean tacos, which was something they had been working on perfecting for a while. And it sounds a little out there, but the combo was perfect. It was just perfect. It had a little sweet to it, but the meat was so fine and a nice flavor. Anyways, I don't know what I'm talking about. It was good, but he had his gyro.
Gotta have a gyro.
Yeah, that's top notch.
I became a sucker for gyros here 2 or 3 years ago. I had taken a new job, and some people that I worked with suggested it, and I'd never had one, and I'm not one to try new things food-wise. I'm kind of, stick with the same 3 or 4 go-tos. But I'm a sucker for good gyro, and Phoenix makes a top-notch gyro. Most of the time you go to a food truck and it's just tacos or just hamburgers. No, they've got a little bit of everything. Family-owned business, they do it right there on the spot. They've got all kinds. If you want, regular soft drinks, you got it. But if you want some more interesting soft drinks, they've got all that kind of stuff there. Some things they make themselves, which is really good. Good experience. Got to catch up with some family there, and they've got a really cool food truck. The graphic design was done great. The inside surprised me. We live in an RV, so we know all about small spaces, but I didn't realize just exactly what all went in to making a food truck work with all the equipment and whatnot. And they kind of deal with the same things we do. Where do you get water? Where do you get power? Do you run the generator? Do you not? So quite a few similarities there, in all honesty. Yeah. So just a really good trip over there to do that this afternoon. And the food was great. So if you're up in the Milwaukee, Waukesha, Wisconsin area, definitely look up Phoenix Mobile Grill. We'll put a link to their website down below. They're on Facebook.
They post where they're going to be on Facebook. They have different events that they might do, so that's a good place to start.
Yeah, check them out if you like tacos and gyros. This is the place if you're over in over around Waukesha or Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Definitely worth checking it out.
Yep, well done.
Still can't believe it fit. Won't be using the awnings this week.
You did incredible.
It was a back. The truck really fits now that we're in.
That was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work.
We thought we were about to... you stay.
Yeah, we were about to scrap it and go to home base.
So we got to Yogi Bear's in Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin.
One of the most expensive places that you can pick to stay is a Yogi Bear campground. And I don't know that I've ever been more frustrated checking into a campsite. I mean, this place...
Well, there was no night registration paper.
There's a huge office, and of course they take your money, and you got to pay for it all in advance. And then you get here at 3:15 in the afternoon on a Sunday to find out that the place is closed. And there's no paperwork and night registration. There's no map. There's no nothing.
This place is huge.
And these roads are so tight that if I were in a dually, I would be toast.
5:49? Oh, hang on. We're so lost. We're getting in a bad situation here, so.
Yeah,
So just go to the end, like not all the way to the end, but as soon as you get to the bottom, you're gonna turn left, and then where you see that playground, turn right, and it'll be your next road on the left.
He ain't gonna be able to make a left there with that.
You don't think so? It's too big.
Not with.
No, I barely got around the corner
Not
up here.
with Mike's fence.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna.
Well,
make
we
it around
can.
that corner.
I would say probably the best thing, because you're right here now, is just follow this road all the way around.
Yeah, I'll just run.
Okay.
I'll just run to the end of this road, get the what looks like a wider
Yeah,
turn.
because it's angled. Yeah.
Oh, those guys were a lifesaver.
Most places you come into, there'll be signs that say sites 1 through 20 this way, sites 20 through 30. There's nothing here. The roads are very tight.
Nice.
Thanks. There's not a whole lot of places to camp near Milwaukee, and we're getting into the off season, so a lot of places are already closed.
Especially with our size. We couldn't find one with our size.
And a lot of places that aren't closed were full.
Which is true.
So this place had 2 open sites, and I grabbed one, and it was verified for our size.
So here's $4.99.
I don't even see $4.99.
This is Rabbit Road. What road were we looking for?
We're looking for Honey Bear Trail, apparently.
Honey Bear Trail.
However, I do like that
That's what she said.
the sign on the shed there. That's pretty funny.
I can't believe we made it around that corner, but we had nowhere else to go. Oh, they have a jumping bean. All right, when those kids clear out.
Well, none of the sites are marked, so these maps that they don't give you really don't matter anyway. Now, I see a couple of open sites.
Here's 514 here. What's on that? It doesn't even have the street names that we're supposed to be going on.
So 514's here. So it looks like this should be 541.
So we know Starlink is going to be a no-go.
We're not even going to try Starlink here.
AT&T is iffy. Before we did anything, the power box was looking pretty rough.
Check, yeah. So everything here looks very old and very dated. First thing we wanted to do is make sure that now that we've got our rig backed into this impossibly small site, that our power was good. So grabbed our surge protector, checked it out first, made sure that was good, made sure the water was on, made sure our T-Mobile would work so that we can work this week. AT&T is getting a big 7 megabyte per second download.
Wow.
So we're going to be totally relying on T-Mobile for a few days, but we're only here. Today's Sunday. We're leaving Thursday night after work, so we're only here for 4 days. We can make it work. It's not full hookup, so we're going to have to be conservative on water and very conservative on internet. So it's good that we got our next 3 videos uploaded, so by the time you see this, we'll be long gone. We got all of our uploading done in Sister Bay, where we had really good Starlink connections. So we're here, we're level, we're set up. And so now we just got to set up camp for the next 4 days and probably get something to eat here in a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, so we're getting ready to go, and I hadn't seen the dump station here, so I thought I'll drive down and see where the dump station's at. It's actually really nice, 2-lane dump station. But that's not why we're stopping. This Yogi Bear campground has a ton of stuff for kids, and while our son's grown and gone, this is a great place for kids. And Angela saw something, true to her being a kid at heart, that she just had to do. If it hair lips the governor, she just had to get on the jumping bag. So let's see what the heck she's got herself into. You already done?
You want to jump?
I think I'll watch you jump and see how enticed I am with it.
I'm already tired. These things are cool.
All right, I'm gonna jump with you for just a second, then we gotta roll. Hey everybody, and happy.
You gotta back up. I mean, you gotta get out of my face.
Do what now?
Do this right?
No.
Oops. Mr. Bay, Wisconsin. So we're close to a lot of things that we want to do.
That's the dogs, everybody.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do taco bowls. I think we're gonna do taco bowls. Sister Bay looks really cute, so we may traipse off down there too. We'll see.
Say that again, Sister Bay looks really cute. We'll traipse off down there.
You just said it.
No, you say it.
So it actually dates back to the 1800s when the miners was. Well, it's a cool place for kids. I saw a little tiny kid tumble down the jumping bean. These are my favorite. You can't find them too many places, but.
Start over. I think we were both out of the shot.